Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be ranking all 9 Alien movies from worst to best, as a matter of fact. So now, when I mentioned everything I watched in the month of August, when I did that video at the beginning of September this year, I did tell you guys that I did watch through all the Alien movies for my very first time. But not only that, recently I finished up the Predator movies and watched both Alien vs. Predator movies as well. So yeah, I did finish off those two franchises. So today I'm going to be ranking all 9 Alien movies, and be sure you stay on the lookout for my ranking of all the Predator movies as well, as a matter of fact. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. And as you guys probably saw from the title, this is a franchise that I'm so on. So for the most part, it's kind of mid for me. But yeah, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff. I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube, be sure to go check out my channel, because there will definitely be something in there for you to enjoy. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. So, I am new to this franchise. As I said, I recently watched all these for my very first time, so I'm gonna have a lot of different takes than you guys, so be prepared for that, as a matter of fact. So coming in last place at number 9, I have to give it to Alien Covenant. I was not a fan of this movie. This is a sequel to Prometheus, and this movie wasn't really necessary, in my opinion, because yeah, I will explain why I did not think that this movie was necessary when we talk about Prometheus. So now, but there's some other reasons on why I don't like this movie. For one, there's a lot of dumb decisions in this movie. Our characters die instantly because they're making dumb decisions. It's just a pointless sequel to a movie I'm not real huge about. And I didn't really get why this movie what was even made, because this movie was just pretty horrendous in my opinion, and it is definitely my least favorite out of the Alien movies. So coming in at number 8 now is going to be Prometheus. So now that I'm talking about Prometheus, the reason why I don't think Alien Covenant was necessary is because I didn't think of this movie what was necessary. Because I thought a whole prequel to the first Alien movie was not necessary at all. Like I didn't think we needed an origin story or prequel origin of the aliens or anything like that, because we pretty much already know most stuff. Like we're in this sci-fi world in space, and then there's these fictional iconic aliens in space, and then they fight them. And in my opinion, a prequel to a prequel to the first Alien and a whole origin story centered around the aliens wasn't really necessary. I do think Prometheus is better than Covenant. Because for one, there's not as many dumb decisions in this movie, and two, I feel like this movie makes a point. Alien Covenant, I just think, is just like a pointless movie because I felt like this movie wasn't necessary, and just a sequel to that to like continue this whole origin story was just pointless in my opinion. It just wasn't really necessary in my opinion. Up next at number 6, I have Alien Resurrection. So now I actually hear a lot of mixed reviews on this movie. I'm not real fond of this movie either. This is a sequel to Alien 3, so it's not a prequel of any sort, and it's not centered around the first two movies. But I was not huge about this movie. I feel like, I don't know how to put this. I just wasn't real fond of the story in this movie. I would say the CGI in this movie wasn't as good as it was in the first three Alien movies. Yeah, this movie in particular just wasn't really for me. So I kind of just put it towards the bottom just because, yeah. And to be honest, I just did not care for this movie that much at all. I don't think this is a bad movie, but I do think it's pretty meh. Though, as a matter of fact, I do think it's forgettable. And to be honest, if they ever do another Alien movie, I really hope it's not a prequel. Since Sigourney Weaver's getting old, I hope they can get her back for one more Alien movie, and I hope it will be a sequel to, like, a legacy sequel to Alien Resurrection. I want to see that more than another Alien prequel because I just think it's more necessary, in my opinion. At number 6, I have to give it to Alien vs. Predator, the first one. So now, this movie in particular was actually pretty fun for a crossover. But on the not so bright side of this movie, there are some parts that I was not entertained by. I thought the whole story setup for this movie was kind of slow. There were parts in this movie that I wasn't entertained by. I just thought they were boring as well. But yeah, I would say the best part in this movie is when we see the alien and the predator go face to face and they start fighting for the first time. And I feel like what gives this movie good points is we don't know why the alien and the predator are fighting each other. So I kind of like that whole concept, but on the high end, I would say this movie is okay to good. It falls around one of those two. As a matter of fact, it could go back and forth for me because I do think that this movie is entertaining, but it loses some points for me because there's some parts that I think are slow about this movie, but but I think that this movie works very well as a crossover, at least. Coming in at number 5, next up, I have to give it to Alien vs. Predator Requiem. So now, I know a lot of you people hate this movie. And I mean a lot of you hate this movie. So now with this one in particular, it is a little bit better than the first Alien versus Predator, in my opinion, because I'm entertained throughout this entire movie. I feel like it has like more of like an action concept compared to the first Alien. But yeah, I like how this movie opens up. I really like the first half of this movie, but then when we get to like the last half of the movie, it falls flat for me. Part of the second half of this movie falls flat for me because I'm not a fan of how this movie ends, like at all. They bomb the town, and then there's this one guy that survived, and then the main characters survive, and then there's this one guy that just argues with the military and says, you killed everybody in that town just to get the aliens and the predators. Yeah, and to be honest, I just thought how that movie ended was stupid, and I'm all like, you're really gonna bomb a town just to get one thing? That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, like at all. So yeah, the whole first act I really like, and then the whole second act I think is really good too. But some of the third act just falls apart for me. And then a little bit before that, you have the aliens injecting their stuff into pregnant moms, and killing their babies and then turning them into like these little alien things. And if you guys have followed me on the channel, you guys all know that I don't like it when women don't get treated fairly, and I also don't like it when I don't like watching awful things happening to children. And when I heard people talking about this particular scene in this movie, I thought that was going to be like a big main subplot of this movie, but it wasn't. It was just like that one scene in the movie. I mean, if it's just one scene in the movie, it doesn't really bother me, but I still don't like watching that scene in particular. But when it just happens throughout the entire movie, and when it just happens constantly, then I don't like it. And yes, if that was a subplot of this movie, it would automatically be in last place for me. But yeah, I do think that this is a good movie, and by far, in my opinion, it's a little bit better than the first Alien versus Predator movie. But yeah, I do think that this was a good, solid watch, but unfortunately, there's two nitpicks I have when you get to the third act of this movie. At number 4, coming in at number 4 now, I have to give it to the original Alien. So now, like I said, I watched all these movies for my very first time, and this original Alien movie was very well done, in my opinion. I thought them coming up with this awesome creature design was like really cool, but this movie is like not at like the top of my list like a lot of you other people, but how high a lot of you guys have it, but in my personal opinion, it's a great movie at the very least. But yeah, but and I do have to say the next three movies I have on this list I think are the top tier Alien movies, and just not this one, in my opinion. It's still a good movie, don't get me wrong, and it's still a great movie, and it's very well made for a sci-fi film. But this one is like more slower paced than some of the other Alien movies, so that's why it's not as high up on my list, as a matter of fact. But still, I think that this is a great movie still, period. Real quick before I give you guys my top three, remember to share your ranking down below in the comment section, and be respectful about it, because my list is not the right list. It's just my list, and I would love to see your list as well, guys. But with that said, though, guys, let's continue moving on. At my number 3 spot, I have to give it to Alien 3. So now, I think that this movie is way overhated, because I feel like people don't really give it enough credit. People say constantly that it's like one of the worst Alien movies, period. But in my opinion, I don't feel that way, because I think that this is a good sequel to Aliens, and what I really like what it does is that it picks up where Aliens, the second Alien movie, left off. And I like it when sequels do that. I kind of like when a movie just ends on a cliffhanger, or just ends with somewhere else to go, and then the sequel picks it back up as like a part 2 to where the last movie ended off. And that's what I really like about Alien vs. Predator Requiem as well. I forgot to mention that. I like how it picks up from where the first Alien vs. Predator left off. But yeah, this is a great movie in my opinion, and this is definitely one of the better Alien movies in the entire franchise. Our runner-up at number 2 for me is going to be Alien Romulus. So now in my opinion, this is the only Alien prequel, in my opinion, that's worth watching. Because it picks up, because it goes back to the original story of the first 2 movies. And I feel like it has a purpose, because it takes place between the first and the second Alien movie. But I also think that this is the best Alien prequel, because I feel like it serves a purpose. Like it fills some kind of background information on like what happened after the first movie, and like what happened right before Aliens. So yeah, I really did enjoy this movie, like a lot of you Alien fans did. And yes, it is definitely one of the best Alien films, period. And yeah, this is hands down one of the better Alien movies, in my personal opinion. But for me, easily coming in the first place, I know I said I'm new to this franchise, but I agree with most of you Alien fans. The number 1 movie, the best Alien movie, in my opinion, is, of course, Aliens. So now, this is easily the best movie in the franchise because I feel like it tells a completely different story from the first movie. It's this To me, this movie is entertaining all the way around. This is the most entertaining to me out of all the Alien movies. You get a good action concept between the little girl that Sigourney Weaver is taking care of, and her battling between the aliens is really cool too. Yeah, this is definitely one of the top 10 best sequels, in my opinion, that has ever been made. And it's a pretty great movie as well. And this is definitely a very well made movie. And yes, and because I think it's the most entertaining movie in the franchise, and I love the action sequence and the action concept to this movie, so it comes in at number 1 in my ranking. So there you have it, guys. There is my ranking of all 9 Alien movies, as a matter of fact. Be sure to share your ranking down below in the comment section. I would love to have a great discussion with you guys, as a matter of fact. But with that said, though, guys, if those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube, be sure to go check out my channel, because there will definitely be something in there for you to enjoy. And be sure to click like on this video, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. With any further ado, guys, I'm going to go get ready back to more videos, because more videos are on the way, sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact, guys. But with that said, though, guys, take care, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.